Hi all, let's discuss some of the top stories today. Hi, so let's get into the topic. The first topic is CBSE and cancel the board exams. CBSE on Thursday announced that it is cancelling the remaining class 12th examinations scheduled between July 1 and 15 because of COVID-19. With this, the students would be given an option to appear for exams on a later date or get promoted through internal assessment. A fresh notification giving a time schedule may be issued on Friday. They added further. This decision comes amid a rising number of COVID-19 cases across the country. Several states have expressed their inability to conduct the examinations in such a scenario. It also asked the board to clarify the issue of options between the internal assessment and examinations for the future date. Government to curb imports of power equipment from China. To curb import from China in the power sector, the center is planning a number of measures, including custom duty on solar modules, malware checking on Chinese products, and increased domestic productions of electrical equipment. Union Minister for Power and Renewable Energy R.K. Singh, who held a series of meetings with power producers and equipment makers for the past 2 days, told reporters here on Thursday that the government will raise the basic customs duty on solar modules to 40% in a year after initially levying 20 to 25% from August. For solar cells, the customs duty will start at 15% of this August and will raise to 13%. This proposal will be a big blow to China, which supplies 85 to 95% of the equipment used in the solar energy sector in India. This decision also was taken that since the power sector is a sensitive sector, any power equipment imported from China will be checked for malware. In the meeting, the power producers and equipment makers, the government requested them not to import any products which are already available domestically. The company should be working to produce the products which is not available in the domestic market, the minister has said. Virus resurging in Europe as restrictions ease. Europe has seen a surge of COVID-19 cases since countries began easing restrictions aimed at curbing the spread of the potentially fatal virus, the World Health Organization said on Thursday. Europe saw an increase in weekly cases for the first time in months last week, the WHO added. He said more than 2 dozen countries in Europe had seen resurgence of the daily virus. 30 countries have seen increases in new cumulative cases over the past 2 weeks. In 11 of these countries, accelerated transmission has led to a very significant resurgence that, if left unchecked, will push health systems to the brink once again in Europe, the WHO has warned. People with no income still higher than pre-COVID-19 levels. The COVID-19 pandemic has been difficult for the country's poor, going by income generation and consumption data, according to analysis of data of 5 lakh people for May by Credit Risk Assessment Company. The COVID-19 induced lockdown that started on March 25 and is yet to be lifted has hit the economic activity. Millions of walking, cycling and hitching rides back home have led to the concerns over sustainability for the poor. Private think tank CMIE had said that unemployment in India had risen to 27% as of May and has improved later. Incomes seem to be muted as the percentage of workforce with earning less than 3,000 a month continues to be elevated at 24% of the workforce. COVID-19 has magnified the fault lines within the consumer economy, especially income inequality, the community has reported. Due to COVID-19, ethical conduct in corporate India has increased. As business face severe and widespread disruptions in operations, supply chains and workforce due to coronavirus pandemic, the risk of unethical conduct in corporate India has magnified. Some of the greatest risks to ethical business conduct because of the pandemic include declining financial performance, disruption to traditional working patterns, reduced focus on ethical behavior from senior management, and weakening compliance process and controls. The survey found that a significant number of employees in India remained willing to act unethically for personal financial gain, and the global pandemic is only exacerbating this by increasing the incentives and opening new avenues for them to do so. Google said they'll pay publisher for the news content. Google will pay partnered media publishers in 3 countries and offer some users free access to paywalled news sites, the tech giant Google has said. The announcement comes after legal battles in France and Australia over Google's refusal to pay news organizations for content. Once again, thank you for watching this video. Please like and comment if you like.